Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a new story by the name of The Little Tin Soldier by Hans Christian Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen is the author. If you have a copy, just go get it so we can read along together. There once was a little boy who had a box of little toy soldiers. They all wore smart red and blue uniforms and held rifles over their shoulders. All of them had been made from just one old tin spoon and were exactly the same, except for one very special little tin soldier. There had not been enough tin to finish him after the others were made, so he only had one leg to stand on. "I like you best," whispered the little boy as he lined him up with the others. There was also a pretty palace made of paper in the little boy's playroom. It had tall turrets and a lake made of glass, with elegant swans swimming on it. Dancing in the doorway was a beautiful paper ballerina. She stood gracefully on one leg, with her arms above her. Her other leg was hidden under her tutu, so from where the little one-legged tin soldier stood, she looked just like him. What the little boy didn't know was, when no one else was around, all of his toys came to life. "The ballerina is so pretty and graceful," thought the little tin soldier, "and she has only one leg just like me." He felt blissfully happy. "I'm not so different after all," he thought, standing up taller and straighter than ever. "The ballerina and I are meant for each other." The little tin soldier had fallen deeply in love. When the little boy went to bed, all of the toys in the playroom started having fun, and they did each night. "Catch!" said the teddies, bouncing their ball. "Dog!" said the jesters, playing leapfrog. But the tin soldier only had eyes for the ballerina. All of a sudden, the jack-in-the-box popped up with a boing and pointed at the little tin soldier. "Do not wish for things that are out of your reach," he warned, "or something bad might happen." The little tin soldier pretended not to hear him. The next day, the little boy moved the soldiers off the table and stood them on the big wide windowsill, where the sun made their uniforms like brighter than ever. He began marching them up and down, saying, "Left, right, left, right." Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew the window open, and the little one-legged soldier fell out onto the street below. He landed with a bump in a pile of soft, crunchy leaves. But the little tin soldier knew how important it was to be brave, so he didn't call out for help. Suddenly, as he felt big wet raindrops splashing on his face, two children stumbled upon him. "Look," said one, picking him up. "Let's make a boat for him." So they made a little boat out of newspaper and placed the soldier carefully inside before sailing it down the gutter with him in it. "I must be brave," thought the little tin soldier, as the paper boat rushed along the stream in the gutter, going faster and faster. All at once there was a whoosh, as the boat carried the soldier into a drain, and everything went dark. "Where am I going now?" he wondered. "I wouldn't care if it was twice as dark, if only I could have the beautiful ballerina sailing with me." Just then, the soldier heard a scurrying, followed by a splash. A huge water rat that lived in the drain paddled over to the little boat. The little tin soldier felt very scared, but he didn't say a word. "This is no place for tin soldiers," snarled the rat. "Show me your passport," he demanded. The soldier was silent, and the boat sailed on, but the rat followed, gnashing his teeth and crying out, "Stop him! Stop him!" With the rat's cries echoing behind him, the little tin soldier's heart leapt for joy as he saw daylight ahead of him. Then he heard a rushing, roaring noise. "Oh no!" cried the little tin soldier. He saw that where the tunnel ended, the drain fell into a great big river. "If I am carried down the waterfall," he said, "my little paper boat is sure to sink." The paper boat was now so near to the edge that the little tin soldier couldn't stop. "I must be brave," he repeated, as the water in the gutter shot out into the river, taking the boat and the little tin soldier with it. The paper boat was sucked into a swirling, gurgling whirlpool, where it whirled round and round. The little paper boat got wetter and wetter, and before long it was full to the brim with the river water. The little tin soldier stood up to his waist in water and cried out, "Oh dear!" as the paper grew softer and softer, and the boat began to sink. Finally, the paper boat broke in half, and the little tin soldier could no longer stand in it. "I will never see the ballerina again," thought the little tin soldier, as he floated down and down. Just as he was about to sink all the way to the bottom, still clutching his rifle and standing as brave and proud as ever, a great big fish noticed his bright red and blue uniform. "That looks like it might be nice to eat," thought the fish, and he opened his mouth for the little tin soldier to float inside. Luckily, the little boy that the tin soldier belonged to was fishing by the very same river. He reeled in his line and hooked the soldier out of the fish's mouth. "How did you get all the way out here?" he wondered. "I'm going to take you home to join the others." Safe and sound at last, the soldier couldn't wait to see his beloved ballerina once more. Back in the playroom, the little one-legged tin soldier thought the ballerina looked as beautiful as ever. As the little boy lined him back up with the others, his sister came in to play with him. "I think that soldier wants to be with the paper ballerina," she said, and she stood him beside her. The little tin soldier had never felt such happiness. He gazed at the ballerina with love in his heart, and she gazed back at him, happy together at last. The end. I hope you like this story for today. If you like this story, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Always be happy and safe. See you next time. See you. Bye.